Okay, as for the leaves, I did a few. This is a chain 18, and then I did some chain 15, and then I did some chain 12. Okay, so the length is up to you, how long you want it, but the leaves are all the same. Let me show you. Later I will show you how I'm gonna assemble it. There's so many ways of assembling these leaves, it's up to you. But let me show you how to make one of the leaves. Okay, now let's say I am going to do a chain 10, the smallest one. So you make a knot and you're gonna chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it doesn't matter whether you're gonna chain 10 or chain 15 or 19 or 20. The pattern here is still the same. You go to the second stitch from your hook. This is your hook. This is your first stitch. This is the second stitch. You do a slip stitch to make it like a pointy leaf. Then the next stitch you're gonna do a single crochet, and you're gonna do half double crochet in the next stitch. Oops, let me do that again. Do half double crochet, then again another half double crochet, and the rest is gonna be double crochet all the way until the end, until the bottom of your leaf. So it doesn't matter how long you want your leaf to be, the first few stitches the same, the rest are all just double crochet. And this is the last one. So this is the last one. I'm gonna chain 1, pull tight, make it like a knot, and then I'm just gonna cut the yarn. So the top one is always second stitch from the hook. You do slip stitch, single crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, and the rest are all double crochet. So you see it's all the same. This is chain 18. This is chain 10, I think. And I have some in chain 12. So it's up to you how long you want the leaf to be. If you've seen a pineapple leaf, it's going to be like this. So I'm going to put the longest one in the middle, and slowly all this will be at the bottom. So I'm going to assemble it like this. So I'm going to assemble it like kind of like a shuttlecock, then sew it here, and we have a pineapple. Okay, let me get this done first. Let me get more of this, and I'll come back to you and show you how I'm going to assemble it. Okay, I'm going to assemble the leaves. I have about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 sizes here. This is a chain 18, chain 15, chain 12 if not mistaken, then chain 10. So it's entirely up to you, because I will not know how big is your pineapple. So your leaf have to go according to your pineapple. If not, in the leaf is way too big, then your pineapple, it might not look nice. So I'm going to take the 3 large one first. This 3 is the largest leaf. I'm going to join them together. Okay, I'm going to just join them up like in a circle. Yeah, actually I should have started off with a magic ring and make 3 of these, right? Didn't thought of that earlier. Then I don't have to do this now. Right, I mean, for those who have not started yet, You can actually make a magic ring, and you do 3 of these and you just pull the magic ring. Just my thoughts. Well, sometimes this happens. Ideas comes later. Or should I say, like learning from my mistakes. It's not exactly a mistake, but I think if you do it the other way, it should be easier. Okay, I'm just gonna pull this together. You just use all these tails and just put them together. This is the front, this is the back. All the front faces each other. Just make it go through this. And make it go back here, like this. So you have 3 leaves like this in the middle. Then I'm going to have another 3 more on to cover up this part here. That is the smaller leaf here, 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 and then I'm gonna sew it on here. So roughly you know what I'm doing, so I just show you. You just take this and make it go through a few times and hide all this tail. Okay, so I'll come back to you once I hide all these tails. Or maybe you can leave 1 or 2 to sew it onto the pineapple. Well, but then I still have a lot more there. Each and every leaf has some tail. So I guess I'll just hide it. The hole here is not that big because I kind of pull tight. Okay, so I'll come back to you once I have all this nicely fastened among, because I do not want to cut it just like this. It might come off easily. So I'll get back to you. Okay, I've hid all the tails. It looks nothing now. So I have another 3 more, which is slightly shorter. So I'm going to sew it here, in between the gap. 1 here, 1 here, and the other end. Let me just get one of it. So same thing, this is the back, this is the front, all the front face inside. So I'm going to sew it here like this, just around here will do. Like this. And you can make it go back. And go through all this and make it go through this side. Actually, there's no fixed rule to this. You can just assemble it anyhow you like. Okay, so this will be like this. And all the small ones will start to form from here down. Because the leaves is kind of like this, right? One on top of the other. So the leaves won't be longer and shorter. You can go buy a pineapple and take a look. So I'll come back to you once I have all this fastened. Then I will try and fasten the smaller leaves and see how it looks. Okay, it looks like this. It looks as if it's gonna fall apart any time. So in order to hold it, make sure it stays this way, I have a few more that is smaller in size. The outer three piece, this one I'm going to join a little bit higher, like here. So that you will hopefully hold this way. So this is the inner one and this is the outer one. So between this and this, I'm going to make one more too out here, so it will kind of be like this instead of just open up. Okay, so I'll come back to you once I have this sewn nicely. So I'm gonna sew onto the 3 outer layer. There's 3 inside, 3 outer one. So I'm gonna sew onto it like this. Okay, it turned out this way. I don't think I did a good job, but I hope you do a better one than me. I will shape it later on. Maybe actually if you add wire, it will stay. So now I have some smaller ones. I am going to just go around, like, you know, here there's a gap. I would just place all these small ones here like this. So these small ones, not much, I did about a few. So you can do one like this and one like this. So it overlaps like the real pineapple leaf, like this. So you're gonna make it overlap all over, and I will think of a way how to make this open up a bit so that it looks more like a pineapple. Okay, now because there's still gap between, so that's why this small piece comes in handy. So like here, the gap is too big because I pulled too much over this side, so it all went to the other side. So here, you don't sew it down here, you sew it up here. Make sure the tip is almost to the top, then you sew it here. Then the next one, you're gonna bring the other one near, and then you're gonna sew it like this. And then the third one, you see if there's any more holes. And this one, if you can, you make it overlap like this. In between these two, it will overlap. And it is still in this shape. I'll come back to you once I have all this nicely fastened. Okay, I would say I didn't do a good job. But I think I can turn this around. So there are leaves here and there patching on it, and there's a big hole here. So what I'm going to do is, I have 3 more small one left, the small leaves. I am going to sew it here in the middle to fill it up like this. And for your information, the part that we did half double crochet, you can actually bend this way, but you have to do it one by one. So see, you're gonna bend. So before photo session, or before you give it to someone else, just bend it one by one, and it will open up like a pineapple. I think without putting wire it still look good. If it's wire, then it would be better because you can bend it anyhow you like, but with wire it'll be a hassle. So no worry. So I'm gonna sew this inside here. I'm gonna see which part has more leaves and which part. Then I'm gonna bend it as well so that it will open up. There, it looks much better now. Yeah, I'll come back to you and show you how I'm gonna stitch this onto the pineapple. So now I'm gonna sew this into the middle part. Okay, and now to sew the crown onto the head here. Wow, it got so big that it's out of camera. Okay, you sew it here. If you can, try and make the stitches look as if it's invisible. Try and grab all these inner parts, not the outside. Wait, let me get to the lower part. Make sure you have enough stuffing. Then you just sew onto all these inner parts. The part where we chain one, because it will fold back. So everything will be hidden inside. So you just stitch one on the pineapple, one's on the crown or the leaf. Then you go to the next stitch here on this chain 2 here, because after you pull, this one will kind of cover it up, so everything will be inside. Okay, so let me stitch the whole thing and I'll come back to you. Okay, so this is how my pineapple look like. The top part doesn't look like what I expected it to be. Now it looks more like some flowers, a bunch of flowers, or some succulents sitting on top of the pineapple. You make it more squarish. I think here, yeah, it's not squarish enough, it's kind of round. Anyway, I'm gonna make it like a pillow. So this is it. So thank you for watching. Hope you like this pineapple pattern, and I look forward to seeing you in my next post. Bye for now.